Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Ask an Action Coach. My name is Joseph Muenich, and I work in business development at ActionCOACH of Wisconsin. And today I am here with Coach Jackie Zack. Jackie is a certified business and executive coach with ActionCOACH of Wisconsin. How are you doing, Jackie?
I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be back. How about you?
I'm doing really well. I'm having a great day and a great week, and let's just jump right in with our question this week.
Absolutely.
Kayla from LinkedIn has a question about communication, and she asks, how much communicating is too much?
Ooh, that's an excellent question, Kayla. And thank you so much for sending that in. It's funny because Brad Sugars, our founder, just did a segment on this last week, and he talked about communication, and it is something that we at Action Coach of Wisconsin talk about all the time. But especially in during this time, you cannot over communicate. So I would say communicate, communicate, communicate. And the things, the groups you want to make sure that you're communicating with are your employees, your customers, your vendors, and your community. So we want to make sure that you are communicating with all of those groups. Part of what you want to communicate is your vision and your goals. You as a leader need to be seen. So that on social media, you want to make sure that you are telling the world about your vision and about your goals and what's happening in your business. So I want to make sure that you really make sure that you do that, because leaders, Brad really emphasizes that leaders need to be seen. The other thing is thinking about your team. Your team right now is wondering what's happening. They're wondering what's happening with their families. They're wondering what's happening outside of their homes, with their job. So part of your role as a leader and in your communication is to give your team some focus. Give them a problem to solve. Look at your business and see, are there some new opportunities you can take advantage of? Are there things that are not allowing you to give the best service you could to your customers? So those are just a couple of areas to take a look at, but give your team a problem to solve, because if they have a problem to solve, that will keep them focused on the issue and the problem and not focused on the unknowns or what's happening around them. Another thing you want to communicate is your passion and enthusiasm for for your business and for just life in general. Because remember, passion and enthusiasm are contagious. So if you're passionate and enthusiastic when you're communicating, remember, with your team, with your clients, with your vendors, and your community, others will glom onto that passion because it's contagious. You also want to communicate becoming stronger, and becoming stronger through your communication. The great Jim Rohn, who has no longer with us, he said, "Don't wish your life were easier, wish you were better." So how do you become better and stronger, especially in your communication? Part of what you want to communicate as well is you want to communicate that your survival. You want to survive for sure, but maybe even thrive. So what are some areas in your business that you can communicate to everyone about ways you're surviving or even thriving in this time? That is really important as well, because you wanna have a strong presence about you. You also want to make sure that you communicate with everybody honestly about what's happening, the good, the bad, and maybe even a little bit of the ugly, right? What good things are happening? What are some things that you're facing that are challenging, and how are you working through those? Because when you are communicating those things, all people want to know is what's happening. When you keep it to yourself, all of a sudden fear creeps in and people make stuff up in their heads. Well, if he's not saying anything, this is happening. If she's not doing this is happening. So if you communicate about what's happening, good, bad, or otherwise, that will help calm the gossip down, and it'll also help people not be so fearful. Remember, communication is all about increasing the morale and keeping the focus on what you do, what you're great at. So if you take nothing else away, make sure that you over communicate, help increase your morale, and help keep the focus on the things that are important and the things that you are great at. So thanks again, Caleb. That was excellent question.
And thank you, Jackie, for communicating so many important points about communication, because I learned so much when I listened to you talk about that, and sort of why our leaders are really good at communicating and why they make us feel so at ease and in the know, and they challenge us to solve problems. So thank you again. And as always, folks, if you have a question that you'd like to ask an action coach, you can put those questions in the comment section below. Or if you are interested in talking with Jackie one-on-one, we can set up a 20-minute call with her and you can talk about communication, or we can set up a deeper dive where you can look at your business and have a business diagnostic, as we like to call it, with Jackie. Go ahead, contact us through the comment section or private message us on any platform you see this video. As always, thank you so much, Jackie. I've learned so much.
Awesome. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye, everybody.